Last week, the Chicago Grookies had a very unfortunate loss against Georgie in their terrestrialized shift gear Revavroom. This week, though, we're looking to bounce back, but we have to fight Josh, coach of the Starter Supremes. Josh and I are both currently sitting at a 1-2 record, so this is a very important battle for both of us if we want to make it to playoffs. Winning is easier said than done though, as Josh has an extremely powerful offense team with demons such as Palafin, who can set up with Bulk Up and has very strong priority in Jet Punch. Thunderous, who can either set up with Nasty Plot and punch holes or be annoying for my team with Prankster Thunder Waves. Blaziken can easily set up Swords Dances and sweep once enough speed boosts are built up, which is a real problem for me. Hazard stacking isn't even an option this week, as they have Iron Treads who can easily remove hazards, as it threatens a good chunk of my team with just its stab moves. Serena and Morpeko can also remove hazards while threatening my Goldango, who might want to attempt to spin block. To go along with all of these other threats, Josh has two scary Terra Captains and Venomoth, who can terrestrialize into a Bug, Water, or Fairy type and set up with Quiver Dance, and Mismagius, who can Terra into a Ghost, Electric, or Fairy type. To wrap up the team, they have a Comfey, who can get carried away if I let it set up Calm Minds and completely stops my Salamence, and Ditto, who foils any attempts to set up and sweep this team. I knew going into this game I would have to play offensive if I wanted to stand any chance. First up, we have Choice Band Arachnid, who is here to break anything that is in front of it. Liquidation boosted by Choice Band, Water Bubble, and Terra Water is able to 2-hit KO anything on their team. The 176 attack EVs with an Adamant Nature allows us to OHKO a Terra Water Venomoth in case it tries to Quiver Dance up in front of us. The rest just went into HP and defense to take hits from things like Iron Treads and Blaziken a bit easier. Next up, we have Mudsdale, and this is my main Thunderous check. We're holding the Assault Vest with enough HP and special defense to be able to take 2 Grass Knots and either KO with a Stone Edge, or if I'm not feeling as confident with hitting, I can use Smackdown and threaten it out the following turn. The attack investment allows me to OHKO an offensive Thunderous, while Heavy Slam hits Mismagius, Serena, and Comfey. Needing some speed on this team, I put Choice Specs Azelf on, as it's faster than their entire team before any boosts. Morpeko, being their only Dark type, allows me to spam Psyshock or Mystical Power if I need to be even stronger. Flamethrower hits Treads very hard, as it can also swap in on my stab moves. Finally, we have Trick to possibly stop any setup attempts from Venomoth or Blaziken. Speaking of Blaziken, at this moment, I have nothing to stop this Pokemon from snowballing out of control in the late game. That's where Grimmsnarl comes in with Trick plus Lagging Tail. This option was much safer than Thunder Wave, as no matter how many speed boosts Blaziken gets, it will always go last. My opponent also has a lot of ways to absorb Thunder Wave, so this felt like a much safer option. Parting Shot is great for swapping while also lowering stats. Then I'm just running Dual Stab and Spirit Break to weaken special attackers, and Sucker Punch to pick off any weakened enemy Pokemon like Venomoth or Blaziken. Rocky Helmet Rillaboom is my main check to Palafin, trying to weaken as much as possible before clicking Grassy Glide. This also helps check a Terra Water Venomoth if my opponent decides to go that route. I do have to be careful though, because pre-Terra, Venomoth can easily set up Quiver Dances on Rilla, which can snowball into me losing the game. The 144 attack with an Adamant Nature is to ensure Rillaboom can always OHKO a Terra Water Venomoth if that decides to come. My final member of the team is Dual Screens Goldango holding the Light Clay. I opted to have Goldango as my screen setter this week over something like Grimmsnarl due to the amount of Brick Break users my opponent has. This will hopefully keep my screens up as long as possible, allowing my other team members to put in some good work. The max HP and max defense allows me to take hits from either Treads or Blaziken, as well as Morpeko if that decides to come. That is my team for my Week 4 battle of the VDL. If you enjoy, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and check out the VDL Discord down in the description. We're always looking for new coaches and to grow our awesome community. And I want to quickly also give a shout out to BP, Tom, Matt, Tog, and Starry for all helping me prep and mock this week. Without further ado, let's get into the battle. Okay, we see Venomoth, Mismagius, Morpeko, Serena, Iron Treads, and Blaziken. I'm very happy to not see Palafin. I am confused why Morpeko is here, and Venomoth is scary. That's the other thing. So, let me take a look here. No Thunderous. Holy shit, I'm happy. Thunderous was a demon. I did not want to see that thing whatsoever. I was going to lead originally Rillaboom, but I don't think that's going to be the play now that there's no Palafin, because that was the original reason for me leading it. I kind of want to lead Goldango to try to get up screens. Yeah, Rillaboom's just not the not to play because Venomoth's here. So I have to constantly be U-turning out with that due to that thing being just a massive threat. I'm going to lead Araquanid. I'm just going to lead and click Choice Banded Water Move. I think that that is super strong. And then let me just try to get my opponent's team put in here real quick because I didn't do that. Venomoth, Mismagius, Morpeko. Still really shocked about that, but like it makes sense why it came. Serena, Iron Treads. Nope, not Thorns, Treads. And Blaziken. Okay. So I got all of those in, and we're ready to go here. I would just ideally, no more Morpeko lead. That's it. And this is Mismagius. This is honestly perfect because Araquanid is just going to body this thing. Now, I don't need Terra Water to kill. My concern is a Destiny Bond, right? Like, I don't want this to just turn one Destiny Bond and then this drop. But also getting rid of Mismagius is huge. And then I can just hit something super hard here. Even if Serena comes in, if it's max HP Serena and I Terra Water, oh, okay. All right, well, we'll be back here shortly. Okay, we are back and we are just going same leads here. I think the DC was on my end, unfortunately, but it's all right. It happens. We know we're going to see Mismagius here, and I think I'm just going to end up Terra Watering and just clicking Liquidation. I'm not too worried about Destiny Bond, because if they just want to get rid of their Mismagius that early, that is totally fine with me. I don't have to worry about a Will-O-Wisp, because my Water Bubble makes me immune to that. And yeah, I think I'm going to opt to not Terra Water, though, this time around. Just because I want to still have some form of resist to treads. So I'm just going to Liquidation without. Okay, so we get tricked a what? Because you're still Choice Banded. I'll take a Choice Specs. That's fine. You take a Choice Band. I'm still choiced either way. And we drop Mismagius turn 1. Okay. So, Arac KOs Mismag with Liquidation. Okay. So, I have to keep in mind that, took my Choice Band. Okay, so I am a Choice Specs Araquanid now, which does me nothing. That's alright, though. I still do a ton to everything, like to Blaziken, to Iron Treads. So, what do we see here? We see the Treads come out. Okay. I'm confused. I feel like I'm missing something. Iron Treads. Yeah, if I Terra, this thing dies. Well, okay, wait. Let me hold that thought. Even if it's max HP, it would have to be. Even defense has a chance. So I'm just gonna Terra Water here, and they can go for it. I want to see what this goes for here. Imagine if I had my Choice Band still, though. This thing would be doing just fucking numbers. They don't really have a good switch into this, though. Like even Serena. Okay, they just choose to Volt Switch. Which that takes us down to 283, which is about 17%. Let's take a look at Volt Switch. Yeah, it's about right. Okay. So, and this is still going to do a pretty good chunk of damage here. Serena. Oh, yeah. So, that Liquidation did. Yeah, that's like an offensive Serena. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to go Rillaboom here now, and then just immediately U-turn, because I have Rocky Helmet, I can ship this, but I can't allow Venomoth to come in and set up, so I just have to constantly be U-turning with this Rillaboom. It cannot do literally anything else. If they U-turn here, that is a bit annoying because that will allow Venomoth to come in. Okay, that does. So I will have to U-turn myself here as that comes out. I'm 100% expecting it. That just makes so much sense for it to come out here. Or Blaziken, I guess. If Blaziken comes out, I'm actually less worried because Woodhammer does a huge chunk of damage. Venomoth, though, is very scary and is part of the reason that I was even contemplating bringing Rillaboom in the first place. Okay, that's Blaziken. So this I'm fine with. I don't want this to SD up here. So I'm just going to go for a Woodhammer. If they still had Palafin, I would keep this around, but I don't see a need for it. Okay, this is probably Venomoth now. Yes, okay. All right. So we're going to get a hit off on this. Okay. That's a big hit. Like, that's big. Because that's a quad resist. Okay, so what's the play here now? Because it's going to start setting up. I have Mudsdale with an Assault Vest. So I think that's going to be the pivot here, is we just go out into that. So we're going to make a U-turn here. As they Terra. So we're going to see what they Terra into. This is at about 65%. And it's Terra Bug. Okay. Terra Bug. Okay, and they choose to Bug Buzz. Whew. I'm totally fine with Rillaboom going down. That's good with me. I did not want that thing to Quiver Dance. Venomoth KOs Rillaboom with Bug Buzz. Okay, and it was Throat Spray. Alright. I just go Azelf here. Because, let me look. Venomoth. Terra Bug against Azelf. Yeah, even a Psy Shock would kill. I'm going to go for Flamethrower, though. But yeah, this is fine. If they would have quivered, it would have been a different story. But we're good. Alright. Oh my god. That was... I'm so terrified of that thing. Azelf KOs Venomoth with Flamethrower. Okay, and we see Morpeko come out here. So, at this point, I'm just going to go out into Mudsdale on this because... it's not like they have any special attackers left for the Assault Vest to do much, so I'm just going to send it in on this. Let's see what this wants to do here. Just goes for a knockoff. Holy shit! What in the hell? That's Choice Banded. Like, for sure Choice Banded. My god. Okay, we do tank the next one, though. So, that's good. I'm just going to... I want a Heavy Slam here, because I just assume Serena comes out here. So we're going to do that. It makes the most sense. It's the one thing that resists high horsepower. And I believe this is Serena. Awesome. And this might just KO it here. Ooh, very close. It's at about 5%. I don't think I want to let this take the hit here. Actually, I might just let this go down. Because I don't think this thing's going to be taking any hits here. So, yeah, I'm just going to Heavy Slam again, and I'll let this go down. If we live the Trop Kick, that's great. Awesome. Okay. Mudsdale KOs Serena with Heavy Slam. Okay, this is looking pretty good. If I can get Araquanid in on Shreds or Blaziken, that's cool. And I still have the Lagging Tail on Grimmsnarl for this Blaziken. I'm going to high horsepower here. I am -1 attack, but this is still going to do like a good chunk. Mudsdale's very strong. And let's see what Blaziken wants to do here. I doubt we see Swords Dance. I don't think that they can risk that. Let's see, though. This is a close one, though. Like, I don't feel, like, safe or out of the woods at all yet. And I don't want to get too confident, especially after last week with Revavroom. Okay, so they just choose to Flare Blitz. Alrighty. So now I'm going to bring in Araquanid here. We don't see Life Orb. Sorry. Okay, so let's look up Blaziken versus Araquanid, Terra Water. Close combat. Oh, that's if it's Life Orb, which we did not see Life Orb. I guess it could be Choice Bandit, I guess. Close combat would KO. So I guess I'm going to go out into this and I'm going to Trick. I'm going to give Homie a Lagging Tail. Make him slower. And I still have Goldango to get screens up. If possible, probably not, though. I'm probably just going to end up using it as a sack in all honesty. But we give this a Lagging Tail. And what did it have? It had Expert Belt. Okay. It is now Lagging Tail. And then I'm just going to get a hit off on this here with a Spirit Break, because I don't want to swap in anything on Blaziken. I'm just going to let Grimmsnarl go down here. I'm not going to like try to play for differential. I would rather just play like the safest I can. Okay, so Grimmsnarl is going to knock out this Blaziken here. Awesome. Assuming they leave it in. Yep. Okay. Grimmsnarl KOs Blaziken with Spirit Break. Okay, so it's just Morpeko and Shreds left, which I feel like pretty confident about, actually. I'm going to Parting Shot just to drop this thing's stats. And then I'm going to just go Goldango because, like I said, it's the least useful at this point. If I can get a Reflect up, dope. But if not, it is what it is. Like, I'm not going to be too upset about it. So, drop this thing's attack. I could even go Araquanid, but I don't think that's the play. I think I just go out into Goldango here. So, oh, I never put down. Oh wait, no, I did. Okay. Okay, so they just Volt Switch there. That's fine. Like I said, I know this is a Choice Banded Morpeko. Let me write that down. Choice Band, because I never did. With Knockoff. So we are going to go down here to this hit. And then I just have Azelf, who is faster. Actually, I can just sack Grim here, can't I? To see what this wants to do. Yeah, we'll do that. I will sack you, so Grimmsnarl, or Morpeko KOs Grimmsnarl with Aura Wheel. Okay, so it's going to be an electric move this turn. Let me look here now. Azelf versus Morpeko. Choice Banded. Oh, he's faster now. Ooh, okay. What about Goldango? Does Goldango live this now? Oh, Goldango does eat this now. Okay. So we're going to go back into Goldango now. And I'll Reflect. which makes this a lot more manageable. Like, so much more. Because this is electric, so it's going to do 40. Okay, they swap. Okay, little nerve-wracking here, but this reflect makes things a bit easier. So now I just let Goldango go down here, so I'm just going to spam Shadow Ball until then. I literally just need a little bit of chip on that Morpeko for... ooh, big crit. To be able to kill with... God, I'm blinking so hard right now. Azelf. Holy shit. I only need a little bit of damage to KO with Azelf. Alright, we're going to go down here. He crit again! Alright, so Morpeko's going to come out here. Now, I need to see what form it's going to be in, because if it's in the dark form, I might be able to go Araquanid. With a Reflect Up. Yeah, if it changes forms here, we're good. Let's go. Okay. So I go Araquanid now. And I click Liquidation. Alright. Whew, I'm nervous still. Three crits in a row? I think we're safe, but my god. Okay, we crit. That is 4 crits in a row. That is 4 in a row. My god. Okay. Iron Treads KOs Goldango with EQ. Arac KOs Morpeko with Liquidation. I'm going to let this go down here to get a safe switch. Iron Treads KOs Arac with EQ. Alright, and then we just go out into Azelf here, and we click Flamethrower, and this should be game. Whew, this has been a tight one. Awesome. Okay. And Azelf KOs Iron Treads with Flamethrower. Huge battle. GG's to Josh. That was so fucking close. It was incredible. I did not expect Morpeko to do anywhere near as much as it did. I honestly didn't even think it would come. People warned me it would, but I was like, nah, there's no chance. Absolutely not. But that was such a close game, and I had a blast. Glad we didn't get a DC a second time. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. I will see you guys all next week for week 5. Peace.